A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the San Diego State Aztecs and the Oregon State Beavers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
San Diego State's head coach told me before the game he understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Break. Over. Down. Ready. Let's go.
Looking for room. It's Sutton. Picks up the first down. At the 35, he's loose. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Aztecs. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we miss tackle, we don't tackle him. If linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Back to throw, it's Murphy. Grabbed in the middle, it's McMillan. Let's take just a second here and look big picture for Oregon State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Running inside. It's McMillan.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
The Beavers decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Aztecs offense makes its way onto the field to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Saunders. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. And the Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Here comes the Beaver going here. He'll start this drive going to the air. Caught at the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Beaver! Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And they did tack on the extra point. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better. Oh, he's got some space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Takes the handoff. It's McMillan. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Escapes the pressure going right. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Makes the catch. It's Napier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's think just a little bit about San Diego State. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to the ground with the running back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got the screen set up. Could not make his way to the corner.
Defenses understand I got to take away my throwing lanes and then react to that running back. What does the QB do? Checks the ball down, thinks his running back can make the play in space. The defense says absolutely not. Breaks on the football, gets him down on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The corners are walked up tight. We've reached a break. It's San Diego State holding the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. If you don't convert on this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to pass, it's Saunders. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Got a little grass. Lowers those pads. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if this were...
Snags it, and there's running room. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. On the move, it's McMillan. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's McMillan. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Oregon State. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They're going to run it. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Using his legs, it's Sutton. Might have a chance. Big pickup on the ground, knocked out at the 28-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The Aztecs are flying down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
They'll go to the counter play. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Saunders. He's got the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Beavers using their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes a catch. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout is called, and that will be the second charge to Oregon State. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He gets it in. Touchdown Aztecs. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game and now up to 8 on the season.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, you keep that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hampton. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Rushes on him. Still looking for a man. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you.
He's loose. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. The run inside. It's Hatcher. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. Oregon State will use its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Dumps it off in the flats. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Beavers!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that?
You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he made the extra point without problem. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He steps out of bounds at the 49, just short of midfield, and he almost went a really long way. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it way down the field. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they've regained the lead.
And I like this offense. They didn't get conservative. They stayed aggressive to go try to get points, and they get rewarded, and they take the lead and the momentum going into the half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Vanderbilt Commodores. And it's Ole Miss trying to stay perfect as they eye a 5th straight win. It's been a dream start to the season, and really this game here today as well. Time to find out if they can finish the job. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So
he's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And the Beavers are rolling down the field. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Fires to the wideout. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
I think that's a throw the quarterback's just got to take a little bit off it to make it easy on his intended target. He just threw that out far a little too much, and too much mustard as well.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. He wants to change this route.
Win. Ninja.
They'll try to get it through the air. Got him downfield. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Wants to throw, it's Murphy. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it.
776 captain. 776 captain.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sutton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to take off. He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Pin back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground with the counter. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Here comes the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Looking downfield, it's Saunders. Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial in.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense, got him at the 27.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with a sack.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Running inside. It's Sutton. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Saunders. Fires left. With the catch, it's Sheffield. Lots of running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, San Diego State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Coming out with it, it's Hampton. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stops right there. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. The Beavers moving quickly to the line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This
goes high to pull it in. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. Pulls it in. It's Hampton. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. The Aztecs call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They just keep firing. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Oregon State! Fitted in the window for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he's going to bring this one out. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Beaver offense, ready to go. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Now San Diego State will spend its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in, it's Hampton. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Beavers are in the hurry-up. The run inside, it's McMillan. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Grab near the sticks, it's McMillan. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Throws to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Moving out to the right. He's going to run it. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
It'll be 3rd and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Slings it downfield. It's complete. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Bought a little time, lets it go. Puts it out of the air. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. In the red area, it's McMillan. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for this offense. To the air, it's Murphy. Under fire. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. San Diego State trying to get things moving on this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. The give as they work on that clock. Fighting off the defender. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. This time he wants to throw. Unloads it left. The short hands. It's Sutton. Turning it on. And he's finally stopped. A huge pickup on the play. And what a way to carry things into the 2-minute timeout. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sutton. Finding some room. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Yeah, and you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Run in the red zone. It's Sutton. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aztecs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's Murphy. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's a heat. Complete to the left. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Wants to throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He wants a big play here late. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You've got 2 great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win. Obviously, you worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. Their offense scored a bunch of points, and they walk away with the victory.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team can be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollock.